Morning everyone, welcome back. This is a super quick video today just because I've got a mental day, but I thought it'd be a good opportunity to show you my really quick go-to how to curl your bob. So let's go. The tool I'm using is the Cloud9 Original Iron. You will see this a lot in my videos. It's a very versatile tool. I'm also prepping my hair with the Hairspray Elixir. I did put this in when it was damp as well, as it is a heat protection, but it also gets rid of unwanted frizz. Now for your first section, what we're going to focus on is just smoothing out any of those kind of random rogue curls. So I'm actually just almost like straightening it and then flicking out the ends, just because I find that if I actually curl the underneath, it just bulks out too much. Just on thicker hair, it's a good little top tip. So for the next part, we're going to section our hair just above our temples, so about 1 inch above your ear. Halo it all the way around and then section with a scrunchie. I prefer to use a scrunchie just because it's kinder on the hair. Now for our actual curling section, it's about 1.5 inches to 1 inch wide. And what we do is bring our right arm over and twist our wrist towards the mirror. So we twist those wrists and glide all the way down. So I also wanted to remind everyone to make sure that there's enough plate for the hair to actually glide down and not fall out. Also for the ends, I like to straighten them just a little bit because I find this gives it a bit more of a beachier look. So let's run through it one more time. You bring your right arm over onto the left side, twist those wrists towards the mirror and then glide all the way down. Now let's talk about the back of the head because I feel like it's a really important part. I also get asked about it quite a lot. So with the back, it's a case of moving your head. So moving your head position either to the left or the right, depending on what side you are on. What this will do is allow enough room for your arms and hands to do the actual technique. And once you have the technique down, you won't actually need to use a mirror. So another top tip of mine is to actually practice this with the straightener turned off. That way you can practice on getting the technique down without potentially burning your hair. So now focusing in on our right side of the head, I am actually bringing the straighteners up towards the sky. So the handle is now facing the floor. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want my curls to be twinned on both sides. So both going in the same direction. I'm still doing my wrist towards the mirror technique and gliding all the way down. And I'm also making sure there's enough plate for the hair to actually glide down and not fall out. You'll also notice that I'm using my left hand to grab the curl after it's come out of the straightener. So again, positioning my head for the back. But if you see now, I'm going to glide in and then my left hand's going to hover above it to grab it and twist it. This is because it's not my dominant side, so I have more control doing it that way. Your hands should be working together when you're doing this technique. Now for thicker hair, you want to take a section in between your temples and the parting, but for finer hair, you can get away with just doing it in 2 sections. So back to our original technique, we're bringing our right arm over our left side, twisting those wrists and gliding all the way down. And then on the right side of the head, we're bringing our straightener up towards the sky and using our left hand to grab the curl before it falls out. Now, if you are left-handed, what you want to do is switch around this technique. So your left arm will actually come over on your right side. And then when you're doing your left side is going to come up towards the sky. And remember to straighten those ends on each section. However, don't touch your curls until you're fully finished with your look. This is because it needs to set in when it's cooling down. So especially if you find that your curls fall out quite easily, don't touch them. Another top tip on that subject is if you give your hair a light spray of texture spray before you actually do this technique, your curls should hold a lot better. Another top tip that I wanted to give you is if you actually use your head as kind of a pulling device. So what I mean by that is that when you put your straightener in and you're gliding, slightly pull back your head at the same time. This will just allow for a better curl, but also better tension. I also feel like it's really important to mention that your hair should always glide through straightener plates. If it's not, it's generally because your straighteners need a good wipe down. They might be a bit grubby from product buildup, or I'm afraid to say it, it's time to actually replace them completely. I'm then finishing off with the Hairspray Elixir Oil. This is technically my 3rd application of this, but my hair is thick and coarse, so it can very much handle this. This will smooth away the flyaways, add the shine and protect it. I'm then adding in my hairspray, which of course will lock in my entire look and give the hold. I'm using the Authentic Beauty Concept hairspray. You will see this a lot in my videos. I absolutely love the smell of it. And then I'm tussling it out with my fingers. But if you find that your curl does drop a bit, just leave this part out and it will do it on its own. And this is it, guys. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If it has, make sure you subscribe and like, and it means that I can still keep knocking these out for you. I've now got to get on with my day, but I hope this has been helpful and I will see you guys soon. Mwah.